Hello, everyone. My name is Martin Tale, founder member of Diamond Foundation. Today, we're looking at stages of political maturity. We've been observing politicians in Zambia moving from one party to the other, which has been a concern to say, do they really believe in something, or they're just trying to move from one party to the other because the other party lost? Now the other party is on power. They don't just have the belief on what they believed in that particular party where they belonged. We find if they are fired here, they go and join another political party. If they can't see what they are looking for, they go back to their other party, back and forth. So it has been something that has been bothering, and I thought I would say something so that we start looking at these things differently. So today I'm looking at stages of political maturity. Political maturity has stages also as time goes on and as people learn more about other people, about reality, about the world around them. If people mature, they can tend to oscillate between left and right thought tendencies. This is what allows people uh, who, for years or decades, have supported one political tendency to another or convert to another side of the political side. The thing is, as one becomes more politically mature, which comes only from steady research and learning, one gravitates more steadily rightward, confirming the pithy action. If you are young and not liberal, you have no heart. If you are an adult and not a conservative, you have no brain. See, so we are looking, this is just a small description of what we're trying to look at today. Yeah. Let's look at, let's say, the first thing that I'm going to look at. I'm going to look at liberal guys on the left side of the shoulder. They are poor people, they are rich people, and then the rich people are believed to be should give to the poor people. If that doesn't happen, then the government should use taxation or public policy to force those people, the rich people, to help the poor. Not. This is often the way a person believes even before he is eligible to vote. It's also a stage that many people inhabit for the rest of their lives. Why? They simply choose to. They never have an interest in politics, civics, or current events, and simply vote either as their parents voted or in rebellion against their parents. Most who remain here their entire life are on the left side. And it's easy to stay here. It takes some effort and thought to move on and up. Many are unwilling to make that effort. That's the main undercurrent for each stop on the left side of the dialogue. Note that these people call themselves idealists and they insist they care about others and they like people. And if you disagree, then you just don't care and you are heartless, cold, and cruel. So this is one of the stage that we have to look at. These are the kind of people who are growing. Let's say, if you look at those who are more of socialist kind of people, they belong into this group. Then, if you look at conservative guys on the right shoulder, if you simply give to poor people, they have no incentive to escape from their poverty. You make a certain percentage into permanent poor or willing poor. So many people arrive at this stage and they just stop also. Note the first two stages, one and two, comprise a large percentage of today's voting population. People at this stage frequently call themselves pragmatists and practical, and often will say, I used to be like that, but now then I have grown up, now I've started paying taxes. Many shut down their internal debate at this point. Those who do remain in this, whether this is the political party they are following, they remain in there and vote for the rest of their lives. Not a significant segment of this voting population remain in stage 1 and stage 2 all their lives. So if I can give you, this is one good example of United States where there are two political parties. Other these ones, they belong in this particular party and they will be there for the rest of their lives, or they belong to the other side, they will be there for the rest of their lives. But that's not normally happens in Zambia. In Zambia, we are all like moving from one party to the other. When things are not good, we have to move. If things are going wrong, you have to move to leave this party, go to the other party. So it's like we have no, we don't, because for you to be in a particular, you need to have interest in what that particular party has, the ideology of that particular party. You see, so if you look at the liberal guys in the left shoulder, who just believe in the government, that government can help and therefore they should, just because their results have been less than satisfactory, doesn't mean they should stop trying. They should try even harder. People in this group of the third group is often have skipped the right past stage of stage 3 or stage 2. They just come into here where they are stage hopping. They are always believing the government will help, even if they try to do a little bit of what they can do. Important note though is that stage hopping is vastly more prevalent on the left side of things, because the message that dominate the media, pop culture, academia, are overwhelming on the left. Stage hopping happens almost accurately on the left. So that's another level. We have also like conservative who are on the right shoulder, who just believe like the government has no actual incentive to solve the problem it purports to tackle. These, they believe that they have to work harder, and then they keep their jobs. When they are working, they make sure they keep their jobs. This is the natural outgrowth of stage 2. Voter can stage hope, but do so much more rarely due to reason, like they don't want to lose the job. So they have just work. They believe that the government can't do anything. That's another stage. There's another stage where we're in, let's say stage 5. In this stage, the person has decided that the outcome of society is more important than the individual's right to act or think for himself. You see, so you can see that this is another level. But also the person can also stage hope in this also area, directly from stage 3 to the last point. Again, he has no need even to consider the thinking in stage 2, 3, or 4. All they do, they just they don't even question why verification doesn't even seem to return to them. The person at this stage simply believes he is smarter and better than the ideological opponents. Sticks also, we are looking at where the government can enforce things when things are not good. People are breaking the laws. That's when now you find that there's forced compliance is either real compliance or in redemptive. The problem doesn't just go away if you force people to conform to your idea of what's good or not. Worse, the problem tends to go underground, where it is harder to root out with education. That's another level. But if you look at the last level I would like to talk about is the thinking, and it has more realistic, more rounded people understand of the government and of the very word govern itself. One who govern is really the boss, someone who has a significant level of control over your activities, your movements, your money, your life. We can say all we want that democracy means rule by the people, but the key word is still rule. Those people who popularly populate the government are still our bosses to a great extent. The person at this stage has understood what has made Zambia different from all other countries throughout history. A healthy skepticism regarding government and those in a position of authority, a firm belief that government must be limited or the leaders will abuse their power. So these are the things that I really wanted to talk about, so that we are able to use some of these things when we are campaigning. We learn how we can use this kind of information to let people know. But again, it's important to make sure you understand your political party. Thank you. Have a wonderful day.